Nah, misfits and outcasts, we up in this bitch. I thought I told them that we won't stop. While niggas getting poppin', others don't pop. And mixtapes drop, get high, but they album flop. I'm tryna buy a yacht and drop top with beautiful eye drops. In the same year, I'm seeing crystal clear with no chandelier. But I'm still jumping off the ceiling to my milk gear. Need it, I smoke a lot of weed. Like a hippie, get trippy, then turn on the lights. I smoked a lot of bees. If you not with me, I just might forget you tonight. I'm a cold-blooded, shut your mouth. Fuck that, I'm a cold motherfucker, bitch, respect my mouth. Before I put the code in to disconnect your mouth. Thought you knew this shit, I'm cool as shit. We cruising in, no rules in this. Fuck your rudiments, kill by, save people, let's get rude with it. Riot, I'm fighting for high power, nigga, my power, it's like Austin. Peace, love, soul, and head up in the Aston. Martin, Gina, Ike, Tina, smack that nigga, look, that shit crazy. That shit crazy, look, ain't that shit crazy? That shit crazy, that shit, look, that shit crazy. Ain't that shit crazy? They let misfits and outcasts up in this bitch. Misfits and outcasts be killing this shit, look, that shit crazy. That shit crazy, look, ain't that shit crazy? That shit crazy, that shit, look, that shit crazy. Ain't that shit crazy? They let misfits and outcasts up in this bitch. Misfits and outcasts be killing this shit, look.
Maybe I was born as a lunatic. Maybe my head is really a dick. If I Mr. Sheffield, ain't get a friend fine. Now need my TikTok and give her that Babcock. Dyed my hair, changed my appearance. No cassette tapes to the fans I dissing. Didn't even know y'all had my permission to hold my dick while I was pissing. Don't give a fuck. Walk in the museum with a big ass blunt. So why y'all mad at me for using profanity? I'm a grown ass man, need handily. Majesty, I'm majestic. Have a big ass ostrich for breakfast. Soft ass to therapy the mattress. That's why y'all can't see through the lashes. I'm busting out the straight jacket. I picture my money in Easter baskets. I'm attracted to the paper, and then I put in a little labor. And my mind's in the chamber. That's the reason I'm going crazy.
That shit crazy. That shit crazy, look, ain't that shit crazy? That shit crazy, that shit, look, that shit crazy. Ain't that shit crazy? They let misfits and outcasts up in this bitch. Misfits and outcasts be killing this shit, look, that shit crazy. That shit crazy, look, ain't that shit crazy? That shit crazy, that shit, look, that shit crazy. Ain't that shit crazy? They let misfits and outcasts up in this bitch. Misfits and outcasts be killing this shit, look.
I remember when, yeah, they never loved my shit, just fuck with me, or she loved my dick. Now they seen my video, love your shit, y'all fuck with it. Thought it, bitch, like what you thought it when the movement shit. The illest, the killers, roof to the villains. But shit, I ain't no hero. Never save a hoe or never gave a fuck. Just paving the way for us. Whole roadmap to nobody, never enslaving us. Just put your glasses on, nigga, if you thought you was passing us up. We up in this shit, you can't get in. New role model for hoes, they can't get in. If they ain't a 10, we ain't gon' lose, we gon' win. Nigga, never stop holding Glocks. My flow just like a fucking trigger, boom. I think it's laying now, I think they dead and gone. You heard this mixtape, nobody heard your fucking songs.
That shit crazy. That shit crazy, look, ain't that shit crazy? That shit crazy, that shit, look, that shit crazy. Ain't that shit crazy? They let misfits and outcasts up in this bitch. Misfits and outcasts be killing this shit, look. That shit crazy. That shit crazy, look, ain't that shit crazy? That shit crazy, that shit, look, that shit crazy. Ain't that shit crazy? They let misfits and outcasts up in this bitch. Misfits and outcasts be killing this shit, look.